Hi Lisa,
Hi.
can you tell me a bit about the Mezzarani project?
Yeah, the Messerani Project is a charity that has been set up by one of the former deputy heads of Ackham Grange School. The charity is linked to Ackham Grange School, so we're quite unique that our school has its very own charity. It's been going for quite some time now, and the idea of the Messerani Project is to educate children in Africa, mainly an area in Tanzania called Messerani, hence the name Messerani Project.
Yeah, I first got involved in the Messerani project back in 2011. I was invited onto the trip. The Messerani project itself helps children in Africa with their education, also with their health, and actually helps them supports them in their whole well-being, really, of school age. So I went on that, and I wanted to try and add some value to that. So back in 2011, I asked the person, Peter Swan, whether I could do something that would add value to the trip, and he said there was a girls' school in Kipok, which is just near Messerani, that didn't have any solar power, so I took that on board as a project, and I think it was about £3,500. So over the next 18 months, I raised £3,500 to put solar power in there, really, which is probably the greatest thing I think I've ever done.
How did you feel before going on the trip?
The build-up was, obviously it was massive. We've been waiting years to actually go on the trip, and when it came round to it, it was very surreal. We didn't actually think that it had come round, but yeah, really excited, really nervous. It's sad, to leave everyone behind for 3 weeks, but the whole trip was just built up so massively that there's no real way that you can't be excited about going.
I was quite excited. I was getting quite nervous before I went. I was just looking forward to getting there, really.
When we arrived, obviously as before, it was dark, so we didn't really see much. Didn't really see when we were travelling. Didn't really see much of the landscape and things like that. But when we arrived at the airport, it wasn't very big, shall we say. It was basically like a shed in the back, so it made you quite nervous what you're going in, what you're going to go for. Someone lost their bags, so we didn't really get off to a good start. But once we got out of the airport, started travelling to the campsite, we set up camp. I was quite excited. Obviously we were there, we arrived, travelling was done, so I was looking forward to what was to come.
What was your favourite part of the trip?
The favourite part was probably to go and see the children, go and visit the stores and interacting with them, and obviously seeing their faces. Whenever we did our pens, it was a present, really. So they were all really excited about it. All the smiles and stuff about the presents was really nice.
I don't really think you can pick out one main part, but obviously the Messerani project is to do with the children in Messerani, getting them the education that they need and meeting them and seeing how happy they are with the lifestyle they have. Obviously it's so different to what we have. It's just amazing to see them all happy, and knowing that we can do something so amazing and life-changing for them, it's unbelievable.
The best high is actually meeting the kids and the reactions that you get from our students and from the students over there as well. They're so happy to meet you, and they don't ask for anything, and probably meeting the students and meeting the kids over there.
What do you think our students get from going on the trip and visiting Africa?
I think they get an enormous amount, really. I think they get camaraderie, teamwork, having to think on their feet. But I think it makes them grow, it makes them challenge themselves, and more to the point, I think when they come back, it gives them a world of possibilities that they can actually achieve anything, because when they see the resources they've got here as against what people manage to achieve in Africa, it's a real driver.
Probably one of the most memorable parts is obviously visiting Kibera slum. We were the first year group to do that, and obviously with it being such a well-known worldwide slum, it was definitely an experience. Everyone was taken aback by what you found, what you saw. I just think that's one of the things that will stick with me for the rest of my life.
In the campsite that we stay at, it's called Messerani Snake Park, and that campsite, there was a couple who run the campsite, called BJ and Ma, and all the funds and the money raised from the bar and the profits of the bar goes towards a clinic at the campsite itself, and that clinic looks after anybody with snake bite, or mainly snake bites. It's the only place in Tanzania that that people can go to if they've got a snake bite, that they will get medical care for and attention.
I definitely visit again.
It's hard to say because it's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I don't know if I'd go again because I wouldn't want to ruin the memories and things I've made, so you can't tell what's going to happen next time you go out. But I've left it on a really good point, and I've experienced what I want to experience, and I've met the people I want to meet, and I think that's like spurred me on to probably help the cause a bit more at home.
Have you got a message or anything you'd like to say to anyone watching this?
Yeah, get involved. It will change your life. You know, even if it's, you know, if you can donate something, pens and pencils, even the smallest of thing, it really, really does make a difference to somebody. You know, and if you can sponsor a child, then it's even better.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen, God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen.
Utazama maajabu, biashara nayo makazi, sitaweza kusahau mimi mambo mema ya kwetu kabisa. Tanzania, Tanzania, nakupenda kwa moyo. Ni zawadi, hata kama ni kidogo, ni zawadi, ni zawadi, ni zawadi, hata kama ni kidogo, ni zawadi.
Under this pressure, under this weight.
Oh my God, it's magic.
Everything you want to dream away. Get me through.
Tonight in Snake Park, and they're just ready to get going, really, because this is what they've been like all the time.
But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop moving. It's like I got this music. 'Cause the players gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. Heartbreakers gonna break, 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 break. And the fakers gonna fake, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. 'Cause the players gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, hate, haters gonna hate, hate. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. 'Cause the players gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake.